Hi everyone, David Maley here, and today I'm going to show you some really quick querying and visualization building in DataBricks. So let's start right off. So we're using the New York City taxi data set, which is free. It's a sample. You can use it it's online. It's also included with most DataBricks versions. So here you can see I have a select statement, very simple. There's no joins because there's only one table inside of the New York City taxi data set called trips. And you should start with a select star. I've gone a little bit beyond that because I've already done that. And what I've done here is I've got a little bit more to my select statement than just select star all. I want to change some things up. And what I've done is you can see in the first row I've converted these two, the pickup and drop off dates, to instead of date time fields to date fields. And you can see that down below here. So if you look down below here, you've got your date time field. It's kind of ugly. I don't need to have the exact time for everything. I just want the dates. That's what I'm looking at. You could, if you wanted to look at time frames per day, and we're doing some visuals based off that, you could leave that and you need that data then. But in this case, or you could just take the time frame out of that per day. But what I'm looking at here today is I want to look at pickup date and drop off date. I want to look at those two. So I've got that. I left this one here so you can see the difference. And then I've got trip distance and fare amount. And what I'm doing for those two is I actually have them converted to a sum field. See that? I'm doing sum on both of them right there. And then when I'm doing that, right down below here, you'll see there's a group by where all the other fields that are not sum or aggregated fields have to go in here. If you don't do that, you will get the error that tells you need to put them in an aggregate field or something, or in the group by clause, which is right here. Then you can see below the from samples.newyorkcitytaxi.trips. Then I've got a simple where clause right below that for zip code 10282. I'm taking out both the pickup and the drop off zip for that, and the reason being is it's a financial district, which will extremely bias or skew the data towards very, very small trips, because there's a lot of people in the financial district that will literally take a taxi a half a block or a block away to go to a restaurant or whatever it is they're doing, and that will heavily skew it, so we've removed that. I'm just showing you how to do that there. Then below this I have order by 6, which is column 6, which is the pickup zip field. So I'm ordering them by this, and you can see it's all ordered in order there by that. Now once you've run your data here and you see your data like this, then you can quickly click here, this drop down, and create visuals. And I've got 4 visuals created off this data here. It's not the most exciting data in the world. It's only got one table in it, but let's take a look. So what I have here is trips by date. So when you're doing exploratory data analysis, obviously this one point right here would stick out to you and say there's something happened on that day, January 23rd of 2016, and we might want to look into that and see what caused that blip of very low taxis on that day, or taxi trips. So that's what that one is, date by count. Then we got trip distance and fare amount. Shows you it's still heavily skewed towards the bottom of very small distances. There are some up here, but the vast majority of everything is down here in the smaller distances and smaller fare amounts. Now this is 2016 data. Again, keep that in mind. Then we've got distance and fare amount by date. That looks a lot like the other one, trips by date. It shows you that right here, 23rd is low, and so is the 24th. It's also low, a little bit better, but it's still very low. Then we've also got a distance histogram that I've added in here. So I misspelled it, should have an S in there. We can put that in. We just type right here, put an S, and that's correct now. Anyway, so it's very skewed towards the bottom, count versus trip distance. You'll see there's a little blip up here for longer distance, and then there's a heavy lean towards the left. It would be even worse if I put that one zip code 10282 back in there, because it's very heavy right down here in the smaller areas. And you'll have to create or pick the number of baskets that you're using, and I used a higher number of baskets to be able to show this at 0.25. So I wanted, and the reason being is there's a lot of trips that are 0.25, then 0.5, and 0.75, and this is the perfect number of baskets for that. But again, this is quick how you use DataBricks to get your data, take a look at it, visualize it, do a couple little data cleansing techniques in here. They're nothing really heavy. It's just, you know, using some different formulas in here to convert to a date field, and then aggregating stuff, sums right here, and then using a group by, a where clause to get rid of that one zip code, and then order by to make sure it's ordered by that column, the 6th column, and then adding a couple of quick visualizations. Hope you found this interesting and informational. Keep coming back. We're going to have a lot of great stuff here. We're going to get you up and going in various different applications and show you all kinds of cool stuff. Thanks again. Have a great day.